What's going on, everyone? B. Avery here. This is my Heretic spoilers review slash ending explain video. Yes, I did say full spoilers. So if you have not seen the film and you do not want to be spoiled, you do not want any of the plot points ruined for you, turn away now. I will have a non-spoiler review on my channel for you to check out. It's probably already posted to my channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. But again, this will contain full spoilers. You have been warned. Okay, if you see the film, you know that there are two Mormon girls by the name of Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton that are going around knocking on their door trying to spread the gospel of the Church of Jesus Christ for Latter-day Saints. They go up to Mr. Reed's door, who is played by Hugh Grant, did a phenomenal job, but the man is a diabolical, evil person that needs to be put down. And he did die at the end of this movie. The first thing that I want to address is he has been doing this for a long time. Every time that another missionary comes to his door, he kidnaps them and locks them up in his basement, freezes them, manipulates them, tortures them, beats them, maybe even rapes them. I hope not, just so that he can have a sense of control over the world or his little domain right here. That alone right there is just evil. And the lengths that he goes through to even do things like this just puts him on another level of just being sinister and just evil. I mean, he created so many type of devices and locks and keys and doorways and passageways and dungeons in his home that is hanging off of a cliff. And it's like, my goodness gracious, guy, how much time do you have? Get a wife, girlfriend, and family or something like that. But again, there are people in this world that I think are like that. It's just now that we're seeing a film about it. The main point of this movie, and one of the reasons why I am making this video, because I say spoilers review, ending explain, but I may need your help in explaining it to me, because this movie or the ending of it can be interpreted more ways than one. Going back to Mr. Reed, he says at one point that once you find out the true meaning of religion, it will make your stomach turn. You won't feel well. You'll either want to kill yourself or want to die. And so with such type of reveal like that, I'm thinking one of the biggest bombs ever about religion or spirituality is going to be dropped, and it's just going to send my head spinning. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. They didn't stick the landing as far as I'm concerned with that aspect of it, but I do like the direction it was going as far as Hugh Grant telling the girl, or at least Sister Barnes, that the world that they're living in right now is not real, that it's a simulation, kind of like we're living in the Matrix or something. So I said to myself, damn, is that really it? Okay. Is he just going to go down some rabbit hole explaining like, man, our whole reality is just false? It's a farce and nothing is real. This is just a simulation. I am eager to learn more about this and just to see his side of things. But we do find out that he's lying. He just BSing with the girl, trying to figure out if he can convert her over to some new belief system and have her abandon all of her Latter-day Saint ways and religious beliefs as far as Jesus is concerned. One of the things that I do like about the film is Sister Barnes here stood 10 toes down with her religion. Like I said earlier, she was not going to waver in any way. She was like, I believe this, and this is why, this is what the scripture says, and what you're saying over here contradicts everything else over here. So what you're saying is just a bunch of crap, and I don't believe it. Get out of here. You're wasting time. And also, and I said that was Sister Barnes, excuse me, that was Sister Paxton. Sister Barnes did the same thing. When Mr. Reeves was talking about Jesus Christ and how there was 9, 12, or 13 other religions that had similar origin stories of Jesus before his birth and death on earth, He just said, this is all similar. Somebody just kind of picked and said this and said that and made a nice little story and wrapped it up in a bow. But Miss Sister Barnes was like, no, you're leaving out these facts. And that one of these examples had a bird as a head. So nothing that you're saying is making sense right now. So again, I love that these two sisters were standing 10 toes down, able to defend their religion, and you did not just have Mr. Reeves, Hugh Grant attacking religion. It was an even balance to all audiences, whether you are religious or not. Pretty clever. They did a great job there. There are also butterflies all over this film, and they briefly did go into the butterfly effect. But before I go there was a line of dialogue by Miss Sister Paxton. She says that if I were to die and come back reincarnated, I will be a butterfly and I will land on my friend's hand just so they can know that it was me and that I was there. Okay. Now, again, pay attention to the butterflies in this movie if you didn't the first time you saw it, because they're everywhere. One of the things I do like is this Easter egg of butterflies being everywhere, but at the same time, I don't know if I do like it, because I feel like they're leading us on to something that doesn't necessarily pay off at the end. And the reason why I say that is you could have still made your point without showing random butterflies flying throughout the film, but still having the line of dialogue that got us there. Because it just feels like you're trying to set us up for something at the end. Like, wait a minute, why do I keep just showing random butterflies for no damn reason? You know what I'm saying? Is a butterfly gonna pop up at the end? Well, yes, it did. It popped up on her hand, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I just don't know if I like this, all of the lead up of the butterflies. That may have been a bit forced to try to reveal the end of what you're going to talk about in a second, but you guys can let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree. But there is a philosophy about these butterflies, not the butterfly effect, but the story of a man dreaming of being a butterfly is a famous parable from the ancient Chinese text Zhuangzi by the Taoist philosopher of Zhangji. The story is about Zhangji dreaming that he was a butterfly and then waking up to find himself as a human. He wondered if he was the man dreaming of being a butterfly or if he was the butterfly dreaming of being a man. Zhangji concluded that there must be a difference between the two, which he called the transformation of things. The story is considered important because it shows how philosophers can question their most fundamental assumptions. It also suggests that humans can experience things in dreams that are impossible in waking life, such as flying. And the way that you can interpret this film is, was she dreaming the whole time? When she was outside dying, there was a butterfly that landed on her hand. Was she a woman dreaming that she was a butterfly, or a butterfly dreaming that she was the woman? Also, her friend, Sister Barnes, died on the inside, but they spoke about being reincarnated. Was the butterfly that landed on Sister Pax's hand, Sister Barnes reincarnated as a butterfly, but also the scenes cut and you couldn't see the butterfly or her anymore. And so just who was what? Was she dreaming? Was she alive? Did this really happen? Was that the reincarnated friend? Did Sister Paxton reincarnate herself? Again, Mr. Reeves, the point is, he believes that there is no true religion, that the only true religion is control. And to be honest with you, there is some slight truth to that. But he also just believes that only reason that most of us believe our religious and spiritual beliefs today is because we were told to believe that, or forced to, at a very, very young age. And it's just been plastered all over our brain. And that's what molds our lives. And we have no control over it. But the fact that Mr. Reed, Hugh Grant's character, was trying to trick them to thinking that he was raising people from the dead and creating miracles and all sorts of stuff was quite weird. I mean, even Sister Barnes had some type of device in her arm that he tried to use against Sister Paxton, which was really deceiving, and I didn't like that. But going towards the end of this movie, Hugh Grant dies, they fight it out, or not fight it out, but they die. Miss Sister Barnes comes back to life and slits his throat. And he stabs Sister Paxton, but she escapes. She escapes, makes it out of there. What are your thoughts about this film? Please let me know. Please, ending, explain everything. Let's get into it. Let's dive deep. I I really did enjoy the movie. I just thought that the execution towards the end of them answering questions could have been a bit more. I wanted more, and I just don't feel like it presented any new ideas that I've never heard of before in any other films that has to do with the religion or spirituality. And that would be fine, but he made the line of dialogue saying, hey, once you learn the truth, you're gonna wanna die. And I just don't think the film, met my expectations as far as that's concerned. I still give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's still great, and I think you should see it. But let me know your thoughts down below. But guys, again, I just want to thank you for tuning in. That is just my opinion. Subscribe, share the video. But before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.